Welcome to Dogs of War YouTube channel. We have round 3 of a Warmachine tournament we did a couple weeks ago. We have myself today is Jesus and Angelo,
aka Striker. What's up, guys?
We have Ephraim on the left playing Skorne, and Matt on the right playing Convergence to make it easier. Matt is a very strong player from Orlando, one of our best players in the areas. He's also a founder of the Enter the Crucible podcast that is hosted. I forgot the name of the host there. Yes, I'll put a link in the description.
Very well put together podcast, by the way. You guys should definitely check it out if you guys like any of ours. And they're right down the street from us. And we all wrap around the Crucible every year. That's all our gaming. Everything is about the Crucible. And Craig Russell, which is the other two games you guys saw, he is one of the two founders, and Chris Cuevas being the other. The thing about this list right here, Skorne's going to go first. Convergence. If you guys are mediocre players, something you got to know. To be good at this game, it's 50% know your army and 50% know your opponent. And if you see these Convergence players jumping up, you got to learn the army. And if you're a mediocre player and you want to be good, hop on the Convergence train, play them. And I'm telling you, opponents that you either struggled with or beat you are going to have their hands full with you. And they're not going to know what to do. And it was the same with Retribution when they first came out. It's the way to go. Jump on it. You'll go around and you'll get payback a lot. People just don't know what to do with all these new tactics and synergies coming out with Convergence. Yep. So Ephraim's running Supreme Optimus Zao. He's got Tiberian, Cyclops Brute, and some other units with them, the Incinerators. Those things are just nasty. Over on Matt's side, he's running a Forge Master.
Tier 4 Fiend list.
Yep, with Prime Axiom, which is their Colossal, and it's nasty all around. And he's got a couple other. He's got the Cypher, the Monitor, the Assimilator, and the... I don't even know what that's called. It's the one that... I think it's the one that hands out focus. It's the Warlock attachment. It's the first Warjack Warlock attachment. And it's pretty cool the way it works. It basically gathers focus every turn. And once per turn, it can shoot that focus. Not shoot it, but it could give that focus to a Jack. And it's really awesome because it just collects it over time. Or you could allocate it focus because it is a Warjack. And then, last turn you allocate it one focus. And this turn you're given a Jack 3. If it did 2 other turns of it. So he's moving up. He's doing the typical block formations with Skorne and Trolls. He's going to surround his Warcaster. And as we saw last game, that doesn't work. Craig just tore it apart. And Craig and I play all the time, and I usually end up on top. Not a lot. Well, actually a lot, but not every time. Craig gets me. But if I was playing that as that Troll player, Craig would have got me. And so any other Troll players that saw that, especially Clint, he got us. But here we go with Ephraim moving up.
You think he has enough damage to deal with that many Jacks?
Well, Skorne, War Beast, and he's got Tiberian right there.
But I think that's the only one he has.
Yeah, he's got the Tiberian and the Brute. He's got the Ancestral Guardians. Those hit pretty hard. And with Supreme Optimus Zao giving them out focus souls every turn, they hit pretty hard. And I think their weapon skill... Not weapon skill. Matt 9. Hey, look, don't tell Privateer Press I said weapon skill, all right? They will disown me. Yeah, they're walking around Matt 8, and with souls they could boost. And against Convergence, they're high armor, so you don't need to boost a hit for what he has there, his Jacks. But they hit like trucks, PS13. Again, not Weapon Master, but they do have reach and they do have defensive strike, which means if you end your movement in their melee range, they get to take a swing at you once per turn. So there goes that big guy moving up, and he is well painted. I really like the oranges and the way he mixed that up.
I really like this paint job. That Priaxiom is very, very nicely painted. I looked it up close and it was very nice.
That guy, that Jack, he just moved up. I think it's the Cypher or the Monitor. It the motivator. I don't know what the hell it's called, but the emitter surge, the plasma, the whole weapon system. It puts down a line, and everybody takes a strength 10. That is just awesome. It's got 2 of those guns. And its melee isn't that bad either. Its melee is PS14s for a heavy, all right, but it's only 6 points. You know, it's cheaper than an ironclad, so
Yeah, it's an infantry killer.
yeah. And laying down those lines is just nasty. Now that solo he just moved up. That solo's
This is Arc Node, yeah.
yeah. As long as he's within 3 inches of a jack, he counts as a arc node, and it's really cool. He also has Iron Sentinel, so if he's in base to base, he gets +2 defense, +2 armor. So that'll, pump his defense up there respectively to 15, and he could handle most hits. Not handle the hits, but handle the misses. And he's running a super heavy list with Warjacks for this tier 4.
Can he, have, with their special ability, the Convergence, can they handle this many jacks?
Yeah. Yeah, it all depends on the order of activation. And you see how the line, he could just line that focus all the way. So let's say he starts at the bottom, with that bottom one hiding behind the cover. If he starts there, whatever he does with that focus, as long as he's within, I think, 6 inches, he could pass that focus. And it could go all the way up. And, he could put 1 focus here or there. So you got a jack running around with 2 focus, and then...
Does it make it hard to, like you said, the order activations?
Yeah, it adds one more thing to the synergy of playing Warmachine. You have to now not only think about allocating focus and boosting the hit, boosting the damage, and everything like that. Yep.
Charge lanes.
All that. Now you have to add, who do I want to activate? Who do I want to give that focus to activate first, and then
to create the chain.
The daisy chain. Yep. And Matt has gotten pretty good with it. Matt, a couple years ago, he wasn't the best player. He was pretty decent, but I'll tell you what, I've definitely seen a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Him and his roommate, Jeff Jar was, and Jeff, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. You were horrible when I first started playing you. I see you across the table from me now, and I dread it. I'm just like, oh, man. You definitely improved since I started playing you, man. And I saw you at Gen Con just tearing it up. And even here at home in the Orlando home front, you're representing, man. And good job to both of you. You guys are roommates, so a lot of practice. You guys do a lot of your research, so, more kudos to you.
Yeah. So he's just going to...
Those incinerators that he's moving right now, I have found out the hard way, they suck.
Suck in a good way?
Yeah, in a good way. They drop those templates, and fortunately for Matt, he doesn't have a lot of infantry, so they're just going to shoot 10 inches and then randomize. It's a 3-inch template, but everything on the template catches on fire. And next turn, if you had a lot of infantry, that would be horrible. Fortunately, Matt has a lot of heavy jacks, and they're just like, whatever, we could handle the fire.
Power 12.
Yeah. And they're walking around at armor 19, 18, that's -6 on 2 dice. Average dice roll or 7.5. They could take that.
So as a Skorne player, what you should do right now?
Well, he's going to have to, Tiberian is going to have to do his work.
A lot of work.
Yeah, but Tiberian, of all the war beasts, he could do it. One of the first things I would do is that Colossal. You shut down that Colossal.
How can he try to shut it down?
Tiberian with those...
Can he one-shot it?
Tiberian could destroy it, yeah. Tiberian could get in there with the Annihilators, and with that Will Breaker back there, and the spells that Supreme Optimus Sal has, Tiberian could go in there and probably kill 3 Warjacks, 2 of them being heavy and 1 of them being the Colossal, if he does it right with that list.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
And Skorne could do it. Skorne and Trollbloods could do it. Tiberian's a 4 Fury. He's very defensive, but man, does he hit like a truck at that PS 18. And then you get the Pain Givers. They give him PS 20.
I don't think he has Pain Givers. No, I don't think he doesn't have Pain Givers, which is very shocking for me.
Yeah, and I just said it because I've never seen a Skorne player
without painkillers.
Without pain, I'm looking now and I don't see painkillers, and I think we're gonna have to have a long talk with our friend Efren, find out what he was thinking.
That's why I don't think he's using Tiberius as a offensive jack. I think he's a jack, a beast. Because man, pain givers. When I first saw him playing, me and the Mike were talking about it off camera about the list and wondering why was there no pain givers.
Tree Monkey Mike?
Yep.
Tree Monkey Mike is probably one of our better players over here.
He's a very good Skorne player.
Yeah, he's definitely our top Skorne player. And Tree, if you're listening to this, I'm not going to talk about any of our games. They're just not worth mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
I lose all of them, and yet I'm a very good player. So I don't understand how that works. All of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever beat Tree once. And anybody who knows me and knows how I play, that's a shocker. The Annihilators are going to move in. They're going to jam up. And they're hopefully going to do some damage.
But can the Axion have some say to clearing them out?
He does have certain stuff to help out. But the Axion could just get in there and just beat him once per turn. You know, it's at a waste of 19 points. But he contests that side of the table. And he kills the Annihilators a couple of turn. And just moves on from there. But that contests that side. And that could give Matt the win. If Matt could clear the other side.
Everyone has to be careful aligning those Annihilators. You don't want to move the Axiom pretty easy and do a sweep and kill.
Yeah, they do have
3
Berserk.
or 4 of them.
They do have Berserk. And as you saw, Matt just touched one of Ephraim's models. And the reason why he did that is when you charge, you have to face directly towards the model you charge. Yeah. And that hurts towards Berserk. Now, fortunately for Ephraim, he killed that solo, and he gets to pick his Berserk model. So he picks the Warjack. Now, if he would have one-shotted that Warjack and had to kill his own guy, it'd have been worth it. Here goes his Ancestral Guardians moving up. And those guys are nasty. They get a soul every time a faction-friendly model dies. Hakkar, look, if you haven't played in Skorne yet, watch out for Hakkar. He will reach out and touch you. There goes Tiberian. Other side of the Colossal.
So he's avoiding him.
Yeah, and you know he's got 1, 2, 3 heavies over there that Tiberian could get a hold of, and a light. There goes his brute. He's playing very defensively.
Do you think he's intimidated from the Colossal?
I think he's more. I don't think he's intimidated at all. I've played Ephraim a couple times, and Ephraim, when we play, it's. I'm sorry, Ephraim. It's usually one-sided, and it's very much in my direction. And every time we play, he's never intimidated. I have to give him credit for that. He's always. He treats me like a new opponent. He knows my tactics, but he doesn't come in with the "I'm gonna lose" attitude. He comes in like "I'm gonna win this," and he goes at it, and he plays at every opponent. I gotta give him credit for that. And another thing about Ephraim, no matter how he's rolling, no matter how he's doing in a game, you don't hear him complaining.
Oh, true. I have to give him credit for that.
He is positive 100%, and he's just he understands the true meaning. I'm here to have fun.
Yeah.
And even me, if I see somebody rolling like a god and there's nothing I could do about it, I might get a little sad face. But Ephraim just takes it in stride. He's like, hey, you just rolled Snake Eye or Boxcars 3 times in a row. Awesome job. You kicked my butt. Want to play again? And it's just like, yeah, dude, I'll play you all day. That's awesome.
So whose turn is it?
It's Matt's turn. He's figuring out his stuff. And in the last couple of games, you guys saw me talking about War Room. If you look at the cards, all over the place. I love War Room. And I'm sorry if you guys are anti-War Room. I just love it, and I'll always preach War Room. You got one little thing, one little tablet, one little phone, whatever. You can't really play on a phone, but Clint did it last game, and got to give him props for that. I couldn't handle it.
So he's checking his kill box.
Yeah, he's got to get Forge Master out of the kill box, or he gives up a control point. Is it 1 or 2 control points?
I think it was 2.
It's not good.
I'm not 100% sure though.
Moves up, shoots an Annihilator. Fails his tough. Then he's going to destroy his own Warjack. He's going to move his Warjack up in front of the Forge Master, block any charge lanes. Because you get Annihilators right there, and they will kill the Forge Master. And then he's going to do the whole, hey, I'm going to give all my focus onto the Colossal.
So here's a Colossal with 3 focus.
And here's Matt talking about Matt stuff. Matt likes to talk about Matt stuff. You could tell by his hand and arm signals. He's like, my Colossal is going to eat those 3 Annihilators. There's nothing you could do about it.
And they're all going to be magic, like his shirt says.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go to the southern side of the table and move this big jack.
Is that the knockdown jack?
Yeah, I think it is. It's he has Quake, and knocking down those incinerators is
keep him slowing down.
Well, the thing about it is their range, so they'll just get up, sacrifice movement, and still put rounds down range.
What's the range on it?
10. Oh, on him?
No, on those
incinerators.
Yeah,
it's 10.
Okay.
But they scatter. They're notorious for scattering.
Also, their AOE's.
Yeah, 3-inch AOE's, and anything on the AOE's is on fire. And he's going around shooting them.
So he killed one and damaged
it looked
the
like
other.
he direct hit one of them. He didn't do the Quake. He did the, hey, I'm going to try to shoot your guys and kill them, so we don't have to worry about them.
Do you think it's Matt's afraid of them?
Anybody with infantry is. I think Matt is just doesn't want to put up with them, because they could go up and they could put the Forge Father on fire. And how that works is next turn, before he gets his focus filled up, he has to discard all current focus, and then he has to take the fire roll. Then he gets his focus back. And
but he has armor 18.
But any damage to the Warcaster, and he's sitting at 20 boxes.
Yeah. Plus he has the auto repair, so when
Yeah.
damage goes through, he'll heal. That auto repair is rough.
Yeah, and his whole battle group gets it. And his upkeep stay for free, as long as they're on his battle group. Oh, he just rolled 666s to hit, and he's killing him. Oh, and he makes it tough. Yeah, he makes it tough on one of them, but he doesn't get the soul. Supreme Optimus Zal, for every guy that dies, he puts him in a pile, and on his feet turn, he could use them to boost attack or damage rolls. Not boost, it's on top of boost. So if you have a boost ability after that, you're rolling 4 dice. And if you're Weapon Master, you're rolling 5.
Yep.
And that's how those Ancestral Guardians could get up there and mess up his heavy jacks, because, yeah, they're not Weapon Masters, but he can make them technically
Weapon Master.
with that 4 dice for damage.
Guess he's counting his synergy. That's the blue dice.
He might, if he's got, he's got synergy up.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what he's doing. So his whole battle group will get +1 to hit, +1 to damage. Now, is synergy melee only?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm saying the Forge Father shot earlier, so that would add to it, but no, it's melee only.
Matt is clearing all those models.
Told you those 3 Annihilators were going to die.
He's shooting them?
He might be, or he might be doing his power attack sweep. He does have a nice arsenal of...
He has a lot of range attacks.
Yeah. And he could launch Servitors. And Servitors are pretty nasty. He has access to all the Servitors, either Repair, another one's Mark, another one's Flare, and the last one is a Mine. And there he goes with... Yep, he just launched the Mine one. The Mine one has Dig In, which gives it +4 defense and immune blast, AoEs. No, just blast, I'm sorry, blast damage. And it has countercharge. So if you move and you don't engage it, it could countercharge, make that attack, and hopefully blow up.
Shooting at him?
Yeah, he moved that Warjack up, and with Synergy 2 up, the Warjack gets +2 to hit, +2 to damage. So that PS14 Jack goes to 15 because at the time he only had +1.
Oh.
But because he hit, now the rest of them get +2. And if you notice, models are dying all over the table, but he's putting the souls wherever he wants.
Because Zal gets in, and Zal can give it to anybody.
Yeah. And another thing that's doing is...
so Zal's ability to overwrite the closest one?
Yes. I think they might have forgot to start the timer. So we're sitting at 9:30. There he goes, stacking that synergy. That synergy with this tier list is just nasty. Imagine if that Colossal went last.
Oof. He's just... I haven't played Convergence, so I'm very new to it. I usually see that many jacks, and it doesn't scare me that much on a different faction because they just cannot activate them all. But seeing this Convergence, man...
Yeah, look at all that focus moving around.
Moving 6 jacks and making stuff with and doing stuff with them is pretty good. Oh, he's doing the special.
Yeah, he destroyed the
Ancestral Guardian.
Yep, and I think he was determining if he wanted to replace it. I think you have to replace it, but it is incorporeal. I thought it was.
Yeah, killed him.
He's not incorporeal. Yeah, he is.
He is. Maybe he has magical attacks?
I don't know. Maybe there's a way he could give his battle group magic attacks. Yep. So the Optifex, which is back there by the dice, by the 4, gave him a magical attack. So I guess he anticipated him turning into the Colvax.
He gambled.
Yep.
And paid. So you get a point for destroying that circle? I think so. So I was thinking, yeah, Ephraim.
Ephraim's gonna move those Cineries up and start taking out his support solos, support infantry.
He's in a tough spot right now, man, because he doesn't have that much stuff to crack that armor.
Yeah, he just countercharged, hit, and blew up. Now he's doing the template. Ooh. And you gotta watch that countercharge with those guys.
So it's a mine that sits there and then charges you?
Yeah.
And blows up?
Yeah. It's like the Crix, I can't think of the name of it, but it's the one that comes with the Mechanothrall. Not the Mechanothrall, the one that fixes the Scrap Thrall or whatever it is. Yeah, I think it is a Scrap Thrall.
The little guys that come and hit you when melee attack and blow up.
Yeah, and if they miss, they still blow up. But the good thing about the Crix ones, though, is even if you, unless you remove them from play, they still blow up and they still do damage. These ones, if you kill them, they just go away. So what I like to do with my Crix ones is take the Death Jack and two-handed throw you. Throw the Scrap Thrall at you, let it blow up, and great for arcane gun mages.
So he's trying to get to the caster.
He's trying to catch as much stuff as he can on fire. Now, if he could take out that Warlock attachment, the Jack, that'll extend. I think it extends his control area by 2.
Well, I think it has some hit points.
Yeah, it is a
light
warjack.
jack.
Yeah, a light jack. Or a vector, whatever they're called now. So there he goes. He's taking out his support solos.
But I think it's kind of too late. Still has to deal with that Colossal.
Yeah, that Colossal's just nasty up there. He has a way to do it. He's got Hakkar and two Ancestral Guardians right there that could reach him. Now, if he moves Supreme Optimus Sal over there and feats, he could do a lot of damage. Tiberian could get in there and do some damage. The two Ancestral Guardians and Hakkar could do that 3 combo right there under Supreme Optimus Sal's feet can kill that Colossal.
Still, Tiberian has to get over there. Has to get by 3 heavies that's on the way to.
No, not Tiberian. Hakkar.
Oh, okay.
And the 2 Ancestral Guardians, but the Ancestral Guardian moved in and is attacking that heavy vector, the one that shoots the lines, the POW 10s.
Hacker's 15 per weapon master?
He's not a weapon master.
Oh, he's not.
POW 13, reach, 2 attacks, 2 initial attacks. But he's got Combo Strike, which jumps him up to PS 18.
Ooh,
and under Supreme Optimus Sal's feet, you want that 18. Oh, look at that damage. He just rolled 18. And that boxes. No? Does not box him. There he goes.
Oh, he's doing what you tell him.
Well, no, he hasn't feeded yet, and
I think
both of the Ancestral Guardians should have committed to that. But, it's neither here nor there. I'm just quarterbacking his game. Ephraim's a good player.
But just to show the viewers, what would he have done differently? You would have feeded that turn.
Yeah, I would have. Supreme Optimus Sal would have gone over behind those incinerators and feeded. And to take away any threat that he might have felt, Tiberian would have moved up and took out that heavy vector by the objective on the south point. And the gray one over there, the Brute could have run over there and engaged. And the incinerators would have blocked line of sight. Now, he would have had to worry about the vector by the Colossal, the one just south of it. But I'm sure he has other ways to pin it up. I would have then feed it behind the incinerators and then moved up those Ancestral Guardians and taken out that Colossal.
I think he's using his extension too.
Yeah. Craig has got most of these guys playing under time. I'm not sure if the guys from Orlando are used to playing under time like we are.
I think they are. Especially Matt and those guys.
Yeah, Matt, all those guys are. Now, the thing about Ephraim is we have this game at 1.5 speed, but Ephraim's so slow, it looks like he's playing at regular speed.
Poor Ephraim, man.
He's like a chess player. He will analyze every attack. Which is nothing wrong with that. So he just popped a spell, give all his guys +1 soul, and they're not in. So Matt's letting him take the spell back. Which, I mean, technically he could. He could measure his control area before he casts a spell. But that's up to Matt. He already said it. So.
I think Matt has his game under control, so.
Yeah, Matt seems very comfortable with this game. We need to start moving the timer down lower so we can see that time.
Yeah. Is that Zal?
Yep, Zal's moving in the safe.
He's giving up his left flank.
There goes Tiberian. I think what Matt was pointing out is his charge lane. Could he move past the incendiary? And I think they agreed that he could.
Let's see if Tiberian can jack that jack.
Jack that jack.
Jack that jack.
Jack that vector.
Wreck that jack. Oh, he didn't have the objective.
Well, I think what he's doing is he only has reach with one weapon, so he hit the
okay,
the vector, and then his non-reach are going after
the objective. Huh.
And now he feeded. So as you see him moving the models from the south point of the screen to the north, he's using those models for extra dice.
Oh, so you feed it. Okay.
Can he finish him off?
What's that? Does he have like a... Oh, how do you call it?
He has critical smite.
Oh, okay.
So he might have got a crit, slam in the back. But the thing about critical smite is...
do you have to activate it?
No, it's an option. Oh, he destroyed it when he did it.
Oh, okay.
And then he went ahead and destroyed the objective. Which I think the bad thing with that is...
So it opens their charge lanes.
Yeah, you're opening up charge lanes. And he's moving the Brood over to guard his Warcaster. It looks like it's about Matt's turn. Oh, no, here comes Hekar. Or no, the Void Spirit. He's going to go over there and engage some stuff. Is he attacking with it? Yep, and he finishes. And so he moved the Void Spirit up there and finished off that heavy jack. Now here comes his Organizer. His Organizer is going to walk up there and probably block a charge lane. Stop his Colossal from getting his Incinerators.
So that stops that focus movement of their ability?
It said, I think he says it can't be allocated focus. And cannot be allocated focus. I'm not sure if vectors get allocated focus. They don't have a cortex.
Interesting.
And I'm not sure how the focus hop things. That's something we're gonna have to look up.
I'm assuming Matt knows.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, I mean, Convergence is, if you want to surprise you want that element of surprise, and that's the way to win nowadays. 50% know your army, 50% know your opponents. Convergence is the way to go.
Oh wow, look at this fire it rolls.
Yeah, that -6. The way Ephraim rolls pretty good. And then all his auto repairs kicking in. And Matt remembers, a lot of people forget that they have auto repair on every jack, and he's got, he started the game with a bunch of jacks.
That's another advantages of the War Room, man.
Yep.
It makes it a little more cleaner. You don't accidentally
get the wrong guy.
Rub another circle. Keep it all clean and honest.
Curious to see how Matt is going to counter what he just did. Now he's got 3 models in the north box. Colossal could probably get all 3. And like we were saying earlier, taking out that objective opened up a charge lane, or even a walk around lane. That heavy just moved in. He's going to start beating on him.
Yep, it was a charge. Does the focus move?
Was it a charge or was it a walk up?
Oh, maybe, yeah, I don't think he had a focus. You're right. He rolled 3 dice, does Ev?
One was probably a location.
Okay, well, I thought he rolled another dice after it. Just to try to get rid of the Agonizer.
Oh, that's why he didn't allocate any focus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he hit.
Ooh.
And is it a one-shot? Yep.
Yeah. Are you gonna reave it?
No, he gets the soul.
Oh, I keep thinking that thing is it's a beast.
And that thing's able to allocate focus now, so it walks up, pops its little thing, and gives the Colossal 3 focus.
That little battery thing is very good.
Yeah. And it's a Warjack, a light vector that is a Warlock attachment. It's probably one of the best, if not the best. Baggy Pants for Skorne. He is really good, but he's a character, so Optimus Marquette, so you can only take one of them, no matter how big your game is, and he's 3 points compared to 90% of everybody else's is 2 points. But his ability to use souls to cast spells or upkeep spells and is just awesome. And with Supreme Optimus Owl, you could put the souls on him.
Yep. No, but I keep saying that battery guy is very good. Being a light jack, that's hard to kill. So you hear the Colossus gonna finish the job and clear that zone?
Yep. He's got 2 Ancestral Guardians. They're low defense, high armor.
So I guess he's thinking about doing his strike.
Yeah, he gets 2 defensive strikes or 1.
Nope.
Yeah, no damage. The other one hits and
Nope.
one
Oh,
point.
That's what I said at the beginning, man. It's hard to crack that high armor.
He went after those other 2 jacks. Any one of those jacks left standing would not have taken out both of those Ancestral Guardians if he would have split them right. Or even if he did take out all the Ancestral Guardians, it would have been worth it because he lost his Colossal. He could have taken it out with defeat. But, we're looking at hindsight. There goes the Kovas.
Kovas keeps popping as long as you have...
Yep, as long as you have Ancestral Guardians. And he has Hakkar left, which is Hakkar's
The
down
name
there.
one?
Yeah, he's down there hiding behind the Ancestral, or the Incinerators. And he made him magical with that guy right there by the between that solo right there next to his Warlock attachment behind the Colossal.
That solo was helping a lot.
Well, he has multiple, right?
I thought he only one. No, he only has one.
Oh, and the other one?
He's been moving it from left to right. Just keep him in the back.
No, it's a unit.
Oh, it's a unit. I thought it was the solo. Never mind.
Popped out another Servitor, and it's Ephraim's turn. Ephraim's going to have to answer this call. It looks like he just scored. Matt did. And Ephraim's going to have to figure out something. Now, Matt's only got 2 heavy vectors and the Colossal left. He's got a light vector back there and the Warlock attachment vector. But Ephraim's sitting on, other than his Annihilators and 2 Ancestral Guardians, he's sitting on a vast majority, and the Agonizer, a vast majority of his army. So if he plans it right, if Tiberian was on the other side, he'd crack that Colossal, but he's got to figure out a way to handle this threat.
So you think with the current position, just use Tiberian to finish those 2 jacks in front of him?
I would
Can't finish them both at the same time, but
Tiberian could hit the gray one on the bottom and crack that. And then between Hakkar and the Brute, well, no, the Brute's not going anywhere. Brute's way back there. But Hakkar and the Incinerary, they could probably get the one that's not on either objective. And then what he could do is, and Ephraim, we're saying this before we see you move, what he could do is he could run up his Incinerary and scatter them all over that box, the north box, and contest it so that way he can't score anymore. Then what he'll have is he'll have 1 light Warjack to deal with, and that's it. And Matt will be in a bad situation.
So there's 2 units there in the middle? Or one big unit?
One big unit. And
Okay.
what I would do is I would run that whole unit north and all over that box.
Okay, so he couldn't easily kill them all.
And then Hackar take out that
Can
middle.
Hackar by itself take him out?
Probably not.
Ooh, Tiberius going in the middle.
But Tiberian's going to go do it. Now,
what is that gray jack in the bottom?
I don't know. It's hard to see a lot of this detail when they're gray like that, or even black.
Is that a cipher?
No, he's attacking the cipher right now.
Okay. No. It's not the galvanizer.
It's not that
the
one.
Modulator. Simulator? No, I don't think that's either. Maybe it'd be the monitor.
Yeah. So Tiberian's going in, beating up. He already did his 3 initial attacks. Now he's going in. So 7 attacks altogether. 3 initials and then Fury 4. And he boxed it. Now, the problem I see with this is he's now in charge range of the Colossal. And the Colossal can charge him and stay in the top box to contest it or control it and still kill Tiberian. That's why I would have gone with the bottom one. And then...
But if he does run that unit up north to the top objective, he could put one base-to-base contact with the Colossal to prevent that.
Right, and Matt would think about that, and there's ways to answer that with the Forge Father and other stuff, spells, whatnot. Let's see, he might pull this off. Moving the Brute to contest. He's playing very defensively with that
His
Brute.
hand is itching a lot, so. So it's caster, checking control, making sure Tiberius can get out of it.
He's gonna move around, probably cast a spell. Yep, he's casting something. Tiberian's sitting at 4 Fury. Tiberian's maxed out. The Brute sitting on 1 Fury or 2. He probably popped his Animus, so he's probably sitting on 2 Fury.
What's the Brute's Animus?
I believe it can't be knocked down.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Very good for the Assassin, Morgul.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't go up to contest the objective.
No, which is going to allow him to score. But he is going to try
He's protecting Tiberian.
Yeah. They're going to go up, do a bunch of shots, kill, again, his support solos.
Maybe at least one of them to go up. Well, I guess he couldn't. I don't think they could have moved fast enough to go up there.
Yeah, because
without running.
Yeah, if one runs, they all got to run.
Wow. Still.
What's Hackar gonna do? There goes Hackar.
Ephraim is still in it, man. You think you shouldn't just ignored it for this turn, that Colossal, and just gone after the other Jack? With that solo?
With Hackar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That way, it become a little bit more harder for that Jack to kill it. I don't know, maybe he could have killed it anyway. But that Colossal is just going to step on him.
Yeah. Hackar is letting him know he's there. I mean, he's rolling really well. Oh, and he's running out of time. Hackar's dead.
What killed that car?
Don't know.
So this guy has a spell that makes him do something and dies at the end of the turn or something?
Yeah, he has Last Stand, I believe, which is...
Maybe that's what he did to him.
Yeah, Last Stand. Gets extra dice to hit, extra dice for damage, and then is destroyed at the end of the turn.
Maybe that's what Ephraim did.
Yeah, trying to take out that Colossal.
There's Ephraim praying to the Warmachine gods.
They're not going to answer because he's a Horde. Skorne is Horde.
So they're Matt. So what would be the Matt's action plan right now?
I mean, if he kills the Kovas, he's going to score right there. He can also dominate it. He's already got 1 point. Then on the bottom, he's got a lot to answer for. So he's not going to... I mean, he can get it, but... Actually... Yeah, he could get it actually pretty easy, depending on how he allocates. All he's got to do is allocate to the Big Jack. The Light Jack charges that Incinerary, kills it. Then the Big Jack charges down there and kills the Brute and the Solo. But the Will Breaker actually is towing the line, so yeah, he couldn't get it. I think he's now trying to... Yep. Shot some spells. Kills him. Dominates it.
Can he toe the line and dominate? Or has to be completely in it?
To my knowledge, you could dominate with... dominate is just your Warlock or Warcaster in the zone.
Okay.
And that should score him. I think what he's telling him is, hey, I forgot to do my auto repair. You mind if I do it? And Ephraim's giving it to him.
It's a very friendly tournament. Even if it's a tournament, there was prize involved. Everybody's still, very nice. Just making sure he doesn't lose that objective over there.
How's Matt going to answer this? I mean, he's scoring big time up there. Ephraim's got to answer that. Light Jack moving in to take out the Incinerary. Hits. No damage. But that increases synergy by 1. The Heavy comes in. It's going to hit both of them. +1 to hit. Rolls a 6, so it's a 7.
Should kill one.
And hopefully he could kill the other. Ephraim had it. He still has a chance. Tiberian's in there. He's unhurt. Max Fury.
Here comes the Colossal.
Oh, here comes the Colossal. Colossal's now should be at +2. Yep, there he goes. He's fixed it. +2 to hit, +2 to damage.
He's just squashing them. Just trying to open a lane to Tiberian.
I don't think there's a lane to open. Tiberian has a bigger base, so he could have seen him no problem.
True.
I think he's just killing all those guys and hoping. So what he did is he stuck that there to block a charge lane. And if he did it right, he could make it to where Tiberian can't charge in a straight line any way to get to him. But with the Will Breaker there, the Will Breaker could go up and give Tiberian a free strike and make him kill it. Or the Incinerary right there could just walk, or no, he can't walk around. He'll get free strikes. But that Will Breaker could go up and give Tiberian a free strike, and then he could just smack it and then charge during its activation.
But right now, Tiberian cannot take that Colossal.
I think he can.
Still?
If you could look right by Matt, you look at the damage.
Oh.
Tiberian Can do it.
Just
Unfortunately, I think Ephraim overdid Fury.
Oh, wow. This is going to hurt. I think he's okay.
Now he's got no pain givers. He's got to figure out a way. Oh, he's got to figure out a way to deal with that. That right there, I think, cost him the game.
2 less, 3 less. Is that 3 focus on
Yeah,
him?
he has 3 Fury on him.
Fury?
So 3 less attacks.
Wow, no, he can't do it now.
If he had pain givers, he could go up and just remove it.
Does he remove all of them or one?
All of them.
Back to the pain givers.
Yeah.
Came back and bite him.
How is he going to answer this?
Wow, he's thinking the clock is ticking.
Yeah, we're at 7 minutes 50 seconds, and he hasn't done anything yet. Yeah, because if you remember last turn, Hakkar went in there with extra dice to hit, extra dice to damage, and was just wailing on the Colossal, which could have opened up for Tiberian to finish him off. Unfortunately, Tiberian he overextended himself with Fury, which is a problem with Hordes.
But he had to, didn't he? To kill that Jack.
I think he had other means to do it. You know, Hakkar could have finished it. I've seen a non-character heavy, go in and in one turn finish off a Colossal. So
Yeah, Mike has done it multiple times.
Yeah, Tree Monkey's infamous for it. And here's the Brute going in, hitting that heavy. Oh, and he maxes him out on Fury. Now, one of the things you saw, he boosted damage before he rolled. The thing with a Brute is you could roll, and if you like the roll, you could pay the extra Fury and boost damage afterwards. Another good thing about the Brute that I learned from Tree Monkey is you could put him up front, make him high defense, defense bonuses or whatever, and then your opponent could sit there and go after him, and whatever he hits with, you could spin a Fury and say, hey, reroll that hit, which really helps out, especially when you're at high defense and I was playing Gunborn, and I was critically hitting him over and over, and he kept spinning the Fury, making me reroll. And I did it 3 times in a row, crit, and my last time I failed, and he ran out of focus.
Who's that guy that he moved?
That is Optimus Out, or
that's the saggy pants one you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the
Solo?
Yeah, the Warlock attachment. That is Optimus Marquette.
3 1s. What are you trying to do? Oh, trying to get the guy out of the...
Yeah.
Ooh, 3 1s. That's horrible.
And it comes back at him half the distance, which right now they're trying to determine if the mine is in the way.
So here they call him the judge, which was Tree. There goes Mike. The direction.
Well, what they have to do is they have to figure out the distance, and it can only go halfway that.
And Tree Monkey's checking.
He says it's out.
He says it's out. The big boss says no. Because if he was still in it, he could have maybe boosted the damage and maybe still killed it. So that was... But even if he would have killed it, still Tiberian will.
Well, I think what he's planning on is charging Tiberian in and killing it, which...
I still don't think he can.
3 hits.
Because he has 4 focus, that's just 1 extra attack, so...
No, it's not. He would have to use it to charge.
He could walk.
That's what I was thinking he'd do. The way the camera angle, maybe, he doesn't have enough distance, I don't know. But only 1 attack has reach, so the others he has to get within half an inch.
True.
Optimus Out goes in. He has Eyeless Sight, but Eyeless Sight does not allow you to see through other models.
Also, intervening models, not intervening models, that's an hold.
Intervening models, yeah.
Yeah. It's casting spells.
And he finally got it. Let's see if Tiberian could drop this Colossal. Well, what he could do is he could walk up or charge, do his initial attacks, and then the Will Breaker could walk up and give him one more attack.
Oh, but look at his timer. 1 minute.
Like I said earlier, he's got a minute and a half, and he was down at 7 minutes and 50 seconds. He spent 2 minutes debating. Will Breaker moving in. What's he going to do? I think he's giving him
Free charge?
no, there's one where it allows you to reroll dice or all the dice. And I think he's going to go with that. I think they're trying to determine if they could charge over the charge lane with the objective. Puppet Master was what I was thinking. Allows them to reroll one or more of the dice for command check, attack, or damage roll.
It's...
And you want to roll the 2 and 3, rolled Snake Eyes. Oh, he rolled pretty decent for that.
And that was it.
And he is maxed out on Fury on all those bees.
Did he got him to tow the zone? It looks like it.
Yeah, I think that was his plan, to go over there and tow the zone. And he's doing his auto repairs.
So what's Matt's plan now?
Matt just kills Tiberian and probably wins. That's 2 dominates.
True.
And he scored the first turn. So all he needs is his Colossal to do it.
And I think it hasn't lost nothing. It should have all his systems.
Yeah, with the auto repair every turn, even if he loses a system, he could get it back.
That ability is devastating. So I guess he's gonna leave that for last.
He charged the Brute. No, he's boosting the attack roll on the Brute. That's why he put the focus over there.
Do we focus on the Colossal?
Yep, Colossal 2 initial attacks. I think the Mine's going to go in and lower his defense. Mark him. Now the Colossal's just going to turn and hurt feelings.
What did you do to me,
now,
sir?
What the Colossal has to do is, any of you guys who are not familiar with Colossals, is the front has to face the target, because the left side can only attack what's on the left and the right can only attack what's on the right. So if he wanted all his initial attacks, he has to put the center line in the front on the target.
I think Matt shouldn't have a problem here.
Yeah, he hasn't used any. What, has he used one focus?
Yeah.
Buying attacks now.
He's now buying. No, he used. That'll be his second focus he used.
And there he
And
goes.
that's it.
That's game.
Very good job, Matt. And Ephraim, man, you were there, man.
With that auto repair, Ephraim, if it didn't take him out in one turn, he's just going to keep repairing.
Very good, very good. So, it's a little bit longer than normal, but hope you guys enjoyed it. We should have the finals up soon. And this is Jesus and Angelo. Thanks for watching, guys.